Please come in.
Mr. Gossett, James Phelan, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Good to see you again.
Great to see you again as well. You mind if I take a seat?
Please do. Please do.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I'd like to give you another copy of my business card just to make sure you have my contact information.
Perfect.
Actually,
Thank you.
The best number to reach me at is my cell phone number. It's my personal cell phone number there at the bottom.
Okay.
So, anytime, day or night, feel free to give me a call.
Gotcha.
Want to talk football or shop or anything like that? That'd be great. That's a great tie you have on today.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't even wear a tie today. Now I feel like I'm underdressed for our meeting.
No, I'm actually overdressed because we had interviews today, so it's all good.
Oh yeah, yeah. How'd the
Would
interviews
normally
go?
be dressed like this. Pretty well. I'm trying to fill a secretarial position. Our former secretary left and took another job, so.
So you're hiring right now?
Yeah, hiring.
So should I just give my resume to you too? So
I mean,
can
if
be
you want the
considered?
job, let's see what you got.
Yeah. I've got mad typing skills for sure. Well, before I really start getting into anything, Mr. Gossett, I'd like to talk about what we're going to do today as far as our meeting. First, I want to ask you a few questions to better understand your needs.
Okay.
And then I want to talk about the Bucks and about how we can help you satisfy those needs. And then, if everything sounds good after that, we'll go from there. How does that sound?
Perfect. Yeah, sounds good.
All right, but before we start talking shop, I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. I'd like to get to know my potential clients. So I noticed when we met at the young professionals meeting in Orlando, you're obviously centered here in Tampa. So do you make it up to Orlando a lot, or?
A few times, yeah. I've
Yeah.
been to a few Magic games. Just go up to Orlando to catch a few of those. But other than that, that's about it.
Magic games, yeah. The Magic. I grew up in Orlando, so I go to a lot of Magic games. I've grown up with the team, and it's definitely one of my favorite pastimes going up there.
Oh.
But the event itself, the Young Professionals event in Orlando, did you get to meet a lot of new contacts? How was it for you?
It was the first one that I'd been to, and meeting you was nice. I just wanted to go try and get my feet wet, really kind of experience it, because I'm new here. I've just been here for 2 months.
Oh, really?
So trying to get to know people in Tampa as well as surrounding areas. But I think I will go back. I think I'll continue to go.
That's I think that it's definitely, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really worthwhile. I had a lot of fun meeting people, even if it wasn't, it was a little social, a little business, it was a lot of fun. But you mentioned you just recently moved to the area. I know when we spoke before, you mentioned you went to Ball State in Indiana. So are you from Indiana? Where are you from originally?
I went to Ball State. I'm from Indiana, so huge
Okay.
Colts fan, huge Pacers fan. I graduated in 03.
Okay.
And then I started at the Indianapolis Star, worked there until I took the job to come here. So I was working my way up. I was an account manager there. The next level came available here, St. Petersburg Times. So I
Okay.
jumped down here to take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I've grown up in Florida my entire life. St. Petersburg Times is a great publication. Really, everybody speaks very highly of it. We have the Orlando Sentinel where I am. I don't get the St. Petersburg Times, but we do hear about it. We do hear that you guys are, one of the best in Florida. So
We're trying.
Yeah. But now, since we're on the subject of really your company, and that's why we're here. We're here to talk a little bit about how I can help you with the Bucks. I'd like to get to know a little bit more about your needs. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. So I'd like to, you expressed some interest in the Buccaneers tickets. You were a little hesitant when we spoke before about actually setting up a meeting. But I'm glad you gave me the opportunity. So I was wondering, did you have something in mind for these tickets? Is there a specific purpose for them?
Yeah, what we would do with these tickets would be to reward our employees. Since I just got here, I'm trying to figure out new and different ways to reward them than what they've been used to. Just to try and switch it up, trying to keep them motivated and happy. My biggest concern with the Bucks tickets, and the reason why I was a little hesitant, is that I'm not sure how much interest they generate in the area. I mean, in Indianapolis, the Colts, they have a huge following. If you're offering Colts tickets, people want those, especially when Peyton was there and was healthy. I was a little concerned about the Bucks coming off, the tough season. Would people even want those tickets, that sort of thing.
Yeah. A lot of people that I speak to feel the same way. I know exactly how you feel, but the great thing about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is they have a really strong schedule this year. So no matter how the team's doing, the opponent sometimes draws more people to come to the games. But actually, we have a very strong attendance record. The actual NFL experience, going to an NFL game, is what draws people to it. It's a whole
Gotcha.
atmosphere. Have you mentioned you're a Colts fan, so I'm
Yeah.
guessing you've been to some games, and so I can tell you that experience is you can find it nowhere else in sports.
Yeah.
So
I know what you mean.
you mentioned it's going to be a reward, and so we kind of talked about the idea of something new that you could offer your clients. I know you've only been here for 2 months, or for your sales staffs. I know you've only been here for 2 months. What are some of the things you guys did in the past?
Well, I know they had been to Rays games in the past as far as sporting events are concerned, but most of the rewards are centered around monetary benefits.
Okay.
So if they reach certain plateaus or certain levels, they get extra cash bonuses on
Okay.
top of their normal commission. So we're trying to get just a little more creative instead of just offering them cash all the time.
Got it.
So give them something that they can experience, something that they can share with friends and family.
Excellent.
So that's what we're looking to do.
So how many people are actually on your sales staff?
22.
22 people. Interesting. And so if we were going to purchase some tickets to reward them today, how many people would you be looking to reward?
We're really looking to reward the top salespeople with this because we're going to try and maybe package these tickets with some sort of experience.
Okay.
Maybe like give them some sort of thing where they get a couple nights in a hotel for the weekend plus tickets to the game. We're trying to maybe bundle some things together.
Excellent.
For them to let them get away. If it's just them and their wife, they get a hotel for the weekend. They end it with the Bucks game on Sunday. We give them some things to do on Saturday, that sort of thing. Give them some time off.
Excellent.
Maybe, I don't know if you guys have any Monday night games, but maybe even give them some time off during the week too.
Oh yeah.
So just something like that.
Man, I meant it when I said I want to give you a resume. Now I know you reward your employees so well. I definitely want to be a part of this organization for sure. So now that we've kind of gone over some of that, some of what you're looking for, I know we can definitely help you with some of this. But before I really start talking about logistics and actually ordering tickets, how would this decision-making process actually work? I know you're the sales manager. This is your team. Is this something? Would you be purchasing the tickets personally for the company?
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
It would be primarily my decision. I would probably discuss it with other people, and I'd probably discuss it with my sales staff just to kind of get an idea of what they may be interested in.
Okay.
But ultimately, it's my decision to purchase.
Excellent. All right. Well, Mr. Gossett, let me just go over what I think I'd like to address with you today. So you're looking to reward your employees. You have 22 sales members. You want to reward the top members. You've been to Rays games before. You've had a monetary kind of reward before. But you're looking to be creative, switch things up a little bit. But your main concern is the actual popularity of the team. Now, I know you've only been in Tampa for 2 months, but I'm sure that when you've driven around to and from work and out to dinner and everything, you can see those Tampa Bay Buccaneers flags on people's driver's side windows. There is a very, very strong following for this team. Last season, they block out games that locally that are non-good. Like, they don't sell very many tickets. They block out games. I think we only had 2 last season out of the 8 home games, and that's common among all teams in the NFL, and that's something the NFL practices.
Yeah.
But we always had very strong attendance, and the atmosphere in itself in Raymond James Stadium, regardless of whether you're a football fan or not, is actually really exciting. I don't know if you've been to Raymond James before, but we have the giant pirate ship. Are you familiar with the pirate ship? You see it on TV?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, have you been to Raymond James before?
No, I haven't. I got a chance to go. I mean, I've driven by it, like you mentioned, but
Okay.
I don't know that I've seen it, just except for on TV.
Okay. Well, that pirate ship is one of the biggest draws. Actually, it was designed by some of the props makers over at Disney, and they have these cannons on the side, and they fire 7 shots, after every touchdown, and there's a mechanical parrot, and they have, in the end zones, they've got these 24-foot tall, 92-foot wide, big screen TVs, HD, some of the biggest in the league, and so it really is just a whole entertainment experience. It's something you can't find anywhere else. So I'm very confident that your sales team will have, the people who are rewarded with these tickets and lucky enough to go will have an amazing time. So I have prepared for you today a little bit a price sheet actually here, and I have something in mind that I think would best suit your needs. I have some things for you to look at here.
Okay.
To make sure that your sales team has the best experience. I think that what we should look for is maybe 4 members of your sales team, the top 4, get 2 tickets, get a pair of tickets, so that's 8 tickets total for a game. So we'll go 8 ticks, so that they can take a spouse, a friend, something like that, to make sure that they have a good time. They're not just hanging out with their coworkers as they do at work every time.
Yeah.
So I would think that the way we should seat them probably is where they're going to maximize their level of enjoyment. And I think sitting next to this pirate ship that I mentioned before is probably one of the best ideas.
Okay.
So I think that we should seat them in 245 or 144. And those seats actually are running at $80 right now. We have a special promotion. I can get them to you at the group prices. And so I created this chart here to show you how much it would cost. So we have the $80 tickets at 8 tickets. So that'll be $640 for to benefit all of your 4 top employees and their spouses. And they'll be sitting in a great area. But what I think we should do is we should probably get 2, just so that if there's any kind of schedule conflict. And also, we have 2 sets of 8. And the way I was looking at doing it is here's a copy of our schedule. The Carolina Panthers game, Cam Newton. You said you're a big football fan. Cam Newton just got done with his first year with the Panthers. He's an outstanding quarterback. I think that'll be a good draw for them, and that is September 9th. So we know that's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be great. But then 3 months later, we have the Eagles game. And the Eagles, obviously, with Michael Vick, it's going to be a great game. Really, really high draw for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So since that's 3 months later, you can actually find another set of employees to reward. You can do it on a quarterly basis, something like that. So that's what I had in mind today for you specifically. Obviously, we have a wide range of prices and seating arrangements, but that's what came to mind when I thought of you and your needs. So how does that sound, Mr. Gossett?
I mean, this sounds great, and I'm glad you brought this.
Here, let me show you this is where you guys would be seated right here, right next to the ship. So.
Yeah, I like the plan of those 2 games. I think that would generate interest, and I like how it's kind of spread out there. The seats look great. They look to be in a great spot. That looks like it's lower level.
Yeah, it is actually, yes.
Yeah.
Some of our better seats for sure.
Yeah. I think what I would like to do is I'm glad you brought this, and we are pretty interested in purchasing. Mm-hmm. Is it all right if I take this?
Absolutely.
And kind of look at some of the prices, mix and match sections and levels, see what we can come up with, and make sure that we can afford to pay these amounts.
Absolutely.
I want to take maybe just like a little bit of time, because I haven't had a whole lot of time to kind of get familiar with the Bucks and what the prices would be like and all that kind of stuff. So if it's all right with you, I would love to schedule follow-up so that I can get some time to look over this, and then you can come back, and then I can tell you, which ones we want, which sections, that sort of thing.
Absolutely. I completely understand you want to schedule a follow-up, and I'm more than willing to do so.
Okay.
But before we start scheduling that, I just want to know, these prices are right now prices. These aren't going to be constant. So I can't promise you that if we set up a follow-up meeting, I'm going to have the same availability or the same prices that we have today.
Okay.
So, but they'll generally be the close. So I'm sure we can figure something out. But if there's any concerns that I can address right now, I'd be more than willing to sit and talk to you for a little bit longer. Try to hammer out some of these details and make sure that we can satisfy your needs now, rather than hopefully satisfying those needs later.
Okay. I had seen a little bit about these seats before, and they used to be club.
These used to be club seats. If you're really looking to, the reason I was pitching these seats before is because they're closest to the pirate ship as far as the experience goes. Just in case they're not huge fans of the Bucks, they'll still have a great time. But these seats here, actually, yes, they are former club seats. They have access to the bar, which is back here, which is always great to have. Easy access to food and beverage. They also are larger seats, cushioned seats, and have cup holders, unlike some of the other seats in the stadium. So if you truly are looking to pamper your top sellers,
that's only $40 more.
It is only $40 more as well. Okay. Yes. Yeah, and I think that's a great option. I think that's something you should definitely consider for your.
You know what, that right there, I think, is really what we're looking for if we're trying to reward people.
Absolutely.
I think
the pinnacle of seating experience.
I think I would like to go there, and I think maybe could we do something where I get these now, and then we revisit when it's time to
You know,
come closer to the Eagles game, because I maybe want to see how this one goes.
okay.
And-
I can guarantee when the season starts, I won't be able to offer you these prices, but I guarantee you that when you go to the Carolina Panthers game, you're going to enjoy it and you're going to want. Your sales team is going to demand that that's the next incentive they get
Okay.
for their performance. So
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to just do the Panthers game today. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I can just
That'll
put
save
down that
that'll save us money, huh?
the price will not be
If we
available.
buy now,
Yeah.
it's just only going to go up.
It's only going to go
Correct.
up. Correct.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do that.
All right, so let me just fill out some information here. As you guys, let me pull out the section. All right, 9999, and that is 680, 1360. There is a $5 shipping and handling fee, you know, and I'll have that waived for you. You could just sign right here. Mr. Gossett, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. I really enjoyed meeting with you today. And like I said, you have my personal cell phone number. I'll leave this with you just in case you want to check it. And day or night, anytime you want to get in touch with me, I'd be more than happy to speak with you about anything.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm
football.
glad you brought you in, because you really gave me some great information and helped me out there.
All right, Mr. Gossett, have a great day.
Thank you, you too.